This video not going to be long because my phone's about to die, so I'll figure make this concise and as clear as possible. When we deal with the astrology of the years, we more or less work with Jupiter. The reason why we work with Jupiter is because ancients, when we talk about astrology, first thing we need to understand is before there was clocks, ancients took time by mapping the stars. So whether or not you follow the stars or care about the stars, encoding the stars is in your DNA. The reason why I say that is because for millions and millions and millions and millions of years, the only way that your ancestors could differentiate one year from the next was the placement of Jupiter. Why? Because Jupiter traditionally spends 1 year in each sign. So when you're trying to figure out like why this year is like this and this year is like that, let's just backtrack and let's work with sidereal astrology, right? Let's imagine for these past 3 years, Jupiter have been Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and now it's back in Aries. So Capricorn ruled by hard work, but it also is in following your soul's path. Aquarius is more about information, transferring information to and fro. So, and of course, Jupiter has spent a lot of time in between planets throughout the years, so the energies blend and merge with one another. But what you will see is a resurgence or just the actual surge of artificial intelligence technology. So you can also say resurgence because think about movies like I, Robot. That movie came out probably 12, 14, 15 years ago, right? And people was real big on robots and things of that nature. And then it kind of died down. It went away. And then these previous 2 years, everybody had remember in 2023, y'all had profile pictures with AI. I ain't forgot about that shit. I seen you with them fucking AI profile pictures. What the fuck happened to you? All right, so boom. But my overall greater point with this is that these Jupiterian years have introduced new technology, new information, new energy. And then when Jupiter was entering sidereal Pisces, things kind of switched. Things switch. I don't even know what's the past tense for switch. Is switch up? No, it's switched up, right? The energy has switched up, and what felt like you was on this natural ascension upwards took a drastic turn downwards. And maybe not for you, but definitely for people like in the world, like in society. I don't know what's going on with this little green screen. It's showing me the stars for real. But anyways, I need a sunroof. But no, the overall point is that Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter is not exalted in Pisces. Jupiter has a hard time in Pisces, but what Jupiter was doing was preparing you for Jupiter in Aries. Now, this year, for a lot of people, they said that 2023 was their worst year financially. A lot of people fell off in 2023 that was standing strong in 2020, 2021, or even 2019. Like a lot of energy could not handle that Pisces. You know, Pisces going to test you. It's going to make you like, did you learn anything? Like, are you serious? You know, really trying to suss out, like, is you really about that life for real? And for those who are about that life, congratulations, you made it to 2024. But now the point of this video is do not get stuck in 2023 energy. Understand that Jupiter is in Aries sidereally. We'll spend most of the year in this energy. So this is time to start over. And what I mean by starting over is going within your collective conscious, going within your meditation, and getting with your Ammon's horn, your hippocampus. Your hippocampus is the place of memories, right? Now, what kind of memories? We're not talking about what happened what you did last summer, because I know what your ass did last summer. You was a hoe. We ain't talking about all that hoe shit you've been doing in the past. We're talking about your cosmic memories. Jupiter is in Aries to expand who you are from a spiritual perspective. And the idea is to start over with this fresh energy and this new chance. Everything that you have learned over the past 12 years was exactly that. Lessons. Take all of the lessons over these past 12 years and start something new. Like, don't feel fucked up. Like, it's easy to come into this energy like, man, I had a chance 2 years ago. I lost that chance. I fucked up and this, No, just Jupiter went through Pisces, son. Jupiter went through Pisces and it was tough, However, what people did say, the beginning of 23 was tough, but if you was in alignment with the energy, what you started to notice once Jupiter came into Aries is that the energy started to shift in a different direction towards the end of the year. That energy of scaling back up is just the natural process of life. Don't think that things are just going to go up, and continue to go up. Like, remember in 2020, it was going crazy. It was going up. Like, that is part of the process, and it could get back up again. But before it goes up, it got to go down. And I know that's counterintuitive, right? But if you look at stock markets and if you look at astrology charts, they'll tell you the same thing. If energy is riding high in Capricorn and coasting through Aquarius, it's going to hit its depths in Pisces. Now, does depths mean I can't say why do I learn English and don't know English? You can go to the depths. What the fuck, bro? The depths of the ocean and your life is still not over, right? Darkness, challenges, obstacles are never indications that your life is over. One would say, if you experience a tough year, God is with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to learn. Like, I was having a conversation earlier about how people grew up in good homes and stuff like that. When they become adults, they the worst type of people to build with, because they expect everybody to be like they mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. And it's like, listen, I came from the slums. I had to figure it out on my own. So just because you had a silver spoon and everything happened to you, for you, that's good for you. But for some of us, we had to figure it out. And listen, like, if you ever was successful, right? If you ever was truly successful, that means you came from the depths. However you fucking say that. You literally came from the depths. And that's what separates a successful person from an unsuccessful person, because an unsuccessful person be afraid of Pisces energy and to, like, get up in that fucking crevice and do all the shadow work. Listen, you got to do so much shit to be on the level with people that, Jupiter and Aries, you got to start at square one with everybody that you know, for real. Like, everybody that you know is on a different time than they was 2 years ago, a year ago. And you got to check, like, hey, is it cool if I come over? I used to just come over all the time, but now you got to call, like, hey, is it cool? Because Jupiter and Pisces was so severe for people, when you just, like, reach out to people and just assume that they doing well, they might just cut you off completely. Because Jupiter and Pisces was so detrimental to human beings. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, your whole psyche has been, like, Jupiter have been in Pisces. So your brain have been, all you got to do is, like, look up Pisces and its illusions and mystery and unconscious and shadow work and all of that shit. And people not really about this life for real. Like, when you talk about spiritual people, they want to be light and candles and all this happy-go-lucky, joy, spiritual, this, that, and third. But this darkness shit, motherfuckers not ready for it. But my overall point, if you're not ready for the depths, you're not ready for the heights. And like, that's really what it's about. So it's a lot of people that will skate. It's a lot of people that will lie. And please, 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 don't be jealous of nobody. Don't be envious of nobody. Don't think that somebody got more than you because they acting like they got more than you. The reality is this, right? It's a start over point for everybody. And if people, like, the hardest thing for people to kind of recollect is like, I worked so hard to build up my reputation, right? I worked so hard being a hood mystic. I put years in being a hood mystic. Listen, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. And I don't imagine you supposed to give a fuck about that shit. We are here today. Like, this is a new earth. This is a new, like, God do that, man. God reset this shit, bro. And the only reason you know it's a reset, because the tumultuous shit that you've been through in the past year. Like, you have been tested. You don't realize it, though. You think God have put some pressure on you, made your life bad. No. You're being tested so you can learn, so you can be better. Now, you can have 2 kids. You can have the one kid, and you don't give him shit. You say, Billy, you got to figure it out. And you can have another kid, Brad, and you can give Brad everything. Everything that Brad want. By the time they turn 18, Billy gonna know how to make some money for himself. He gonna have rock hard abs. He gonna have muscles. He gonna have his mind right. Cause you didn't give Billy shit. Brad, you gave him everything. He gonna be a fat piece of shit, playing video games, eating Cheetos. Cause he like, Dad, give me more Cheetos. Here you go, son. Here go more Cheetos for you. If God is the Father, I want you to think about this, because y'all ain't going to like this. But if God is the Father, and you know your Father don't go for nothing, why do you think that God will then just bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you? Everything going right for me, that must mean God love me. How do y'all actually factor that in? And I know the answer to that. People don't believe in God. That's the real shit that nobody ever really want to talk about. God is not in your relationships. God is not in your workplace. God is not in your finances. God is not in your relationship with your kids. So when the shit goes to hell, right, and you have this feminine energy, right? So once again, if something is broke, you got to fix that shit, right? That's masculine energy. And if it's fixed, you like, thank you, God, you fixed my pipe. Feminine energy is that pipe is broke. Let's go over and pray over it. Let's go meditate over it. Let's do a spell for it. Let's do a mantra on it. Let's pray that something happens. And that's what a mother's love do. It nurtures you. It protects you. It comforts you. It doesn't teach. It doesn't give you the lessons that you need to learn. And you need both. You need a mother's love and you need a father's love, right? So I'm just saying, when things get hard, that doesn't mean God have turned his back on you. That means God love you because he's willing to stop everything and teach you a lesson. Are you able to perceive the lesson? Like, if you are breathing, God love you. God haven't given up on you yet. The problem is when human beings that do not know shit rely on the fact of their ego to navigate this matrix. And the reality is that you need a higher calling. You need something else to instruct you on how to maneuver through this matrix. You need to understand the way that the universe works. Is praying, nurturing, mantras, rituals bad? No, but you also need to know how to do shit. And in order to know how to do shit, you need to learn lessons. And in order to learn lessons, you need to sit the fuck down. And I'm afraid that people have not took advantage of 2023 energy. They have taken 2023 energy and internalized it, and like the depression and the psychosis, it just drives people up a wall and crazy. because they want God to be a mom. Right? They want God to love them and to coddle them. And God was there in the 10th house, in the 11th house, in Capricorn, in Aquarius, when you got stimulus checks, when you got, he's like, oh my God, I'm about to get kicked out. And then they did the stay in where you didn't have to pay your rent for a year. And it's like, oh God, thank you. You helped us out. We don't have to pay your rent. And then when the moratoriums was over, they came with the fucking sheriffs kicking everybody out the house. Like a God, like the father's love say, okay, you got a moratorium for a year. You better save some fucking money, right? Yeah, congratulations. You got that one off. Yeah, but after a year, they gonna come want their money. You don't think that these is actual people that want their money? If you had a job right now, listen, this is real talk. If you had a job right now, you work 40 hours for wherever your job is, and that direct deposit didn't come, and then they say, yeah, I'm gonna file a eviction notice on you, you'll be looking at your employer like, bitch, I'm gonna kick your motherfucking ass. Right? But then when it comes time for you to pay your rent to whoever, it's like, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, that's the same. That's their job. Collecting the rent from you, that's their job. So you not paying them, yeah, they gonna feel some type of way. Yeah, you got a moratorium because Jupiter was in Aquarius and shit was working in your favor, right? Jupiter was in Capricorn, it was working in your favor. That shit hit Pisces, you pay rent for 10 years straight. You pay rent for 10 years straight. You had 1 year where you didn't pay rent. You thought it was going to be like this forever. Shit hit Pisces. That moratorium came swift and fast. Niggas was like, look at San Francisco, Dallas, anywhere that's hot year round, is a whole bunch of homeless people. Because it ain't about if you praying or not. It's about if you able to work and manage your money and be financially literate. And even more severe, we live in America. America is reliant upon a 2-family household. And then within that 2-family household, the energies have to be balanced in Pisces. Guess what didn't happen? The energies wasn't balanced in Pisces. It was a lot of shadow and unconscious shit that was brought to the surface within the relationships, to now relationships was ending left and right in 2023. And then motherfuckers circle back like, why you ended your relationship? Oh, the emotions. But y'all got kids together. Yeah, but I didn't want to be in the relationship with him because he was a toxic partner and this, that, and the third. Families was ruined because the inability to understand Pisces energy. Like, you'd be with a woman right now. It's like, all right, we about to have a Pisces conversation. It's all right. I need to, I'm going to tell you all of the ass I ate. I'm going to tell you all the time I let a girl ride my face. I'm going to let you know anytime I beat her back in, whatever the case may be, hucklebuck, missionary, behind the back pass. I did a lot of freaky shit. Now you got to tell me the same thing. We on the same page, on the same level. We got to do this Pisces shadow work so we can go into Jupiter fresh. If you in your relationship wasn't on no honesty shit, that shit is over. That shit over. It cannot survive Jupiter. Listen, it's no relationship that's surviving and thriving off of lies. That shit is either over or them niggas is calling the damn police on each other at this point. If you and say for instance, cause this is the shit, right? What you need is a third party to say, yeah, you got a point there, sis. You got a point there, bro. You got a point there, sis. But did you hear her when she said this? But did you hear him when he said, you need somebody there, refereeing that shit, impartial. Ain't nobody got that shit. Let's keep it a whole $1.50, 2,000, 1 million. Nobody got that. So a relationship without mentorship, without consulship, going into goddamn Pisces, you would think like you a bad person. And all you ever wanted was your fair shot in a relationship. You wanted to be heard in your relationship. You wanted to be respected in your relationship. Your wife done filed a whole divorce for you. What you do? Just spoke my truth. Oh, okay. That's crazy. why your husband tripping? Yeah, I told him he wasn't supposed to be living like that, or whatever the truth was. That person can't handle it. They get triggered. That's Pisces energy. But it's supposed to happen because you are a child of the Most High. If you were supposed to be with a raggedy ass bitch, that mean that God don't exist. Cause what is God here for? To maintain the relationships between man and woman. When you are doing the things that you're supposed to do, you getting loved. Not by these random ass people online giving you cash apps and money. That's not love. What you gonna do? Buy some cheese sticks? Some goddamn steak and cheese subs or some shit? No. At the end of the day, you need a soft booty to rub on. You got a soft booty, you want it rubbed. And you want it rubbed righteously. You don't want your booty rubbed by a nigga that's just gonna leave you tomorrow. A nigga that's gonna sit behind you, rub your booty every single day, support you every single day, is the result of understanding that God exists. The problem with modern women in this society, and trust me, modern women going to talk to you about all types of shit. They not going to talk about God. They not going to talk about submitting to, following God, none of that shit. They going to talk about how they want it, how I got it, how I am, and this, that, and the third. And it sounds good up until Jupiter reaches Pisces. Now you got to literally stand on that shit. So, before my phone died, I want this message to get out. Understand that if it wasn't supposed to work, it didn't work, and that's great. Because you're here, you're breathing, and tomorrow, today, for the rest of the year, Jupiter is in Aries. You can follow God. And when I mean God, your soul, spirit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, don't get caught up in semantics. But there is a higher calling for your life. You should be able to follow it now. And the shit that was attached to you is not attached to you no more. You should be rejoicing and celebrating. So 2023 is not a year for sadness. It's a year of understanding, lessons learned, moving on. Now I'm ready to start over. Right? And I'm ready to do the shit that I came here to do. And if you have that mindset, this year is going to be awesome for you. But if you're trying to make people happy, you trying to work with people, you trying to make people understand you, when you on a mission for God, you got to understand that some people come to block you on that mission. That's why Aries is connected to Ganesha. Ganesha is an obstacle remover. So acknowledge those obstacles in your life right now. Look at the problems in your life right now and say, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Look it in the face. Anybody, fuck you. I'm on a mission for God. And I'm going to live my life right. And if you don't want to live your life right and you don't want to whatever the fuck, hey, that's on you. And it's going to be, listen, it's going to be in your houses. It's going to be in your family. It's going to be with your kids. It's going to be with your bosses. It's going to be with people that you never thought you was going to have to say, man, fuck you. You understand? But you been should have said it though, right? Because when it comes to your mission, that's what you be focusing on. But focusing on these humans will have you in the wrong path. And Jupiter just kind of bringing that to it. And there's one point before I get off here, my phone's going to die, but I'm going to just get this one point out. Jupiter is a planet of expansion, but Jupiter comes with a sword. So imagine a place that needs to expand. That means that everything that was there before needs to get uprooted and tore down so you could fully expand. And this is your year to expand and be the person that you always wanted to be. But you have to cut down those old fucking trees, that old fucking shrubbery. It's a whole new landscape that's about to take place. Trust the process. Be okay with letting shit go and be okay with starting over. I'm gonna end this video right now. Hopefully y'all got the message. Yeah, like I said, I want to be quick, concise, but I'll be sure to, build on this concept, look at different other aspects. I wanted to talk about Venus conjunct Moon, conjunct Aquarius, but I didn't have enough time. But hopefully you all resonated with this message for what it was. Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. I'm the Hood Mystic, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.